All right. We are live and we got a first timer on the FIFA Koballa podcast. He's a FIFA Twitch streamer, content creator, and on YouTube he does player reviews, which is awesome. Mullarkz, how we doing?
I'm good, bro. I just want to say I'm good to be here. This is the first podcast I've ever been on, so yeah, I'm excited to be on here.
Yeah, excited to have you here, man. How's everything with FIFA and streaming?
So yeah, recently I've probably only started doing like YouTube videos, like uploading and stuff like that, and streaming properly, probably from about April. Like I did order a PC well before COVID, but obviously because none of the parts could come in, I couldn't get it soon enough.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, not gonna lie, I've spoke to like many other YouTubers that were sort of in my position, just starting out.
Yeah.
Even quite like big streamers. I spoke with have you heard of Corey B? He's quite a big FIFA streamer and that. I messaged him. I was like, "What advice have you got for me?" And he
Mm-hmm.
come back with like literally about 3 or 4 paragraphs. He's a really cool dude.
Okay.
So yeah, like I said, I just messaged a lot of like Twitch streamers, YouTubers. Like, how did you start growing your channel? What did you do? So yeah, I'm enjoying it. Yeah, that's the whole reason. I think we've all got the same goal. We would all love to like obviously make it big time and be like Castro and people like that on FIFA.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's obviously the goal. Yeah, I'm enjoying it. Like on my Twitch streams, I tend to do pro clubs. Like I love getting involved and with my viewers and stuff like that. And I also find pro clubs is good fun. We're getting up to about 8 or 9 players every match now on pro clubs. As you can imagine,
Wow.
it's a load of fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a load of fun. So yeah, I'm enjoying it. And if I wasn't enjoying it, I wouldn't be doing it. So yeah, I like FIFA. I just think the only thing I don't like about FIFA is just the servers. You know, one game you could be playing, it's fine, and then the next game you're red barring, the latency's all over the place.
Yes. Yes.
It's frustrating. It's frustrating. I'm not going to sit there and slate the game, but it's just
Mm-hmm.
frustrating more than anything. Like, but yeah, I'm enjoying it, man.
Yeah, that's terrific, man. Where can people find you on your Twitch and YouTube?
What do you mean? Sorry.
Like, what's your tag? What's your,
Oh, so
YouTube
it's just
name?
literally
Yeah,
just Mullarkz. So both of them are just Mullarkz.
Mullarkz.
So yeah, Mullarkz. So
Okay.
my surname's Malarkey, and a nickname growing up because my name was so short, and it was yeah. So I just thought Mullarkz is short for my
Mm-hmm.
surname.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah,
that's
for
that's where the
sure.
idea come from, and it come from a nickname. So I was like, that's definitely gonna be my name.
Gotcha. And what are your social medias?
Yeah, so obviously YouTube and Twitch are Mullarkz, and then my Twitter's more or less the same. It's at Mullarkz, and it's just got a capital T at the end.
All right.
Literally, for some reason, somebody already took Mullarkz. So
Okay. So we'll
yeah,
leave the links in the description below so people could check you out and follow you, man.
wicked. Thank you.
Yeah. So you started April of this year for
Yeah, April this year.
content
Yeah,
creating? Okay.
that's when deliveries. Like I said, I didn't really know what to do with YouTube channel and stuff like that. Obviously, it's hard. Like obviously, people like Castro and that they do all stuff like like icon packs, and they can do so many because they've got so much money on the game. They can do like
Right.
10 or 15.
Yeah.
So for me, I can just about do one, whereas obviously them guys can do 10 or 15.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, like rewards as well. Obviously, these guys are getting like they got people wanting them to open their rewards. So they've got like 50, 60 people. So you can imagine the amount of content they're getting compared to someone as lower as me. So yeah, like I said, I spoke with different YouTubers and that. They were like, start off doing player reviews. It would help grow your channel. It would help like, once players see like you're good at FIFA and things like that. This year I've become verified on the game. I know it's a lot easier to become verified. Obviously, last year you had to win 27 out of 30 games of Foot Champs. This year you just need to get about 1950 skill rating on Elite Division.
Oh,
So
okay. Gotcha.
yeah, so to get verified, I don't think it's as hard. I think in the last season there was about 100,000 people in the Elite Division. So as you can imagine, there's probably a lot of people with that title this year.
Mm-hmm.
And I think with the lack of content this year and people not being happy with the game, I think there's a lot of less people playing the game as well. So
Mm.
I think I do feel this year everyone's got more of a chance to become verified, and yeah, it's a good title to have, I suppose.
So once you're verified, what happens after that?
So when you're verified, it means that you can go into the qualifiers and play in like the pro events. Obviously, you need to qualify for these events, which are not exactly easy.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't make it for the first season. To go straight into the event, you've got to get 2,250 skill rating. You'll know this anyway, because once you get into Elite Division, you get like an email saying, okay, like just keep grinding the game. It's something along them lines, and it's like if you can get to 2250 skill rating, then you get an automatic place in the into the qualifiers. So yeah, that's basically what I'm trying to grind towards now, really.
Yeah, you gotta be top like whatever number it is, depending on your region. Like NA is
Yeah, that's
like top
correct.
160, I believe. I don't know about Europe. What would be the
Yeah,
what's the number
I
there
think
you
I
gotta
think it's
hit?
the top. Um, I'm not too sure. I think it's top 250, 300. I think of each region. I think there's what's about 1,000, didn't there? Each tournament about 1,000 players.
Mm-hmm.
I think the thing with this year is because they're not hosting events. You can get a little bit lucky with connection, really,
Mm,
because if your connection's better than your opponents, you're going to get that bit of luck. Whereas before, you had to go to these places for the events, didn't you? So
I see.
this year really is. I know it sounds stupid. It's anyone's game really because of the connection. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I mean, I know there's the competitive game mode they made on the PS5, like new gen version, but it's so bad.
Yeah.
I don't know
Uh-huh.
if you play PS5 yourself, but I plan the PS4 version because I think the gameplay is a lot smoother.
Yeah,
But
I
yeah,
do play
that's
it on the I play on both though.
yeah.
Yeah.
I have a mixture. Like I really like the new gen. I think the graphics are good. It's just weird. The gameplay, like, it's just you just don't know what you're going to get. One game you can play
Yeah.
and it can be absolutely fine. The next game you can play and they're turning like a bus.
Right.
So yeah,
Uh-huh.
it's just that's I think that's what the frustration is for most FIFA players. It's just the connection and stuff.
Right.
You never know what you're going to get from one game to the next. Really, that's how I feel anyway. It's frustrating when you enjoy a game so much.
Mm-hmm. So you were mentioning earlier you gotta get like a 2250 to probably hit that top 100 for the qualifiers, right?
Yeah,
Is that what you're saying?
yeah, that's what you'd need to get to get a place in it. You've got to get to that skill rating, and you probably get around about 10 to 15 points a win. So as you
Mm-hmm.
can imagine, it's not exactly the easiest.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
it's a lot of
rough.
grinding, and you're coming up against pros that are playing the game day in day out, and yeah, obviously the matchmaking on the game is not exactly great. 1 minute you could be playing against someone that's 200 skill rating below you, the next you're playing against someone that's 200 above.
Yeah.
So it's not easy in that, but I like a challenge. That's the reason why I still play it. It's
Yeah.
just the connections issues that's the only thing that puts me off the game. To be fair, I think the content's been a lot better than the last 2 years. I think,
Mm-hmm.
but especially this year, they've brought it a lot. Um, the only thing I would mention is I think Team of the Week could be a little bit better.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you've seen today's Team of the Week. I probably wouldn't. I'd probably say Coleman's the only usable card in the whole Team of the Week.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's really like I don't know why I don't give him like bigger boosts. Like no one's going to complain.
Yeah.
But for me personally, I think it's like they've done with the Team of the Group stage promo. I really enjoyed that. Like some of the cards were really heavily boosted.
Mm-hmm.
So they boosted Trent. He got +2s. Bruno got +2s.
Right.
Anthony was straight up to an 86, and everyone's like, "Oh yes, I want to use this card. I want to use this card." Whereas, yeah, like I said, Team of the Week, a lot of because the markets, well, as you probably know, anyways, crashed. You think you can get a really good gold team for probably 100k now, maybe
Yeah.
150k tops.
Right.
So informs are really nothing really. You just need them for your SBCs, unless
Mm-hmm.
it's the top tier cards, obviously.
Right.
So yeah, team of the week and the connection. That's the only thing I'm not liking this year.
Yeah. Okay. And are you trying to get to the qualifiers? Are you trying to hit that 2250
Do you know
mark?
what? Yeah, I would love to. I'd love to. You like watch people like Tex. I've watched Boras. One of my favorites to watch is Harry Hesketh. He doesn't play pro events anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I think it'd just be good to just get into a game with them. Like how good they are. But I don't know. Like just to play against them would be good. Just to see how good they really are.
Yeah.
That
Mm-hmm.
would be. I mean, I could imagine it being like a 10-0. I've played against a few verified players, and they've literally wiped the floor with me that have like played in pro events and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it's just mad to see the difference in class. Do you know what I mean? To how like they just read you like every time. I remember when I played against this guy. I forgot his name, and he said he'd played in a few pro tournaments. And literally every time I would like make like 2 or 3 passes. That's it. By the fourth one, they took it off. The ball would have been taken off me, and like he would just do so many certain things where I was just like, what's the point?
Yeah, I feel that. Like I
Yeah,
played a guy that was top 10 in NA, and I played in like a tournament. I thought it was like a
yeah.
tournament for casual players, but I found out there's a lot of pros in there. And then I played this guy in the first round, and this guy just destroyed me. I just
That's
got
what I mean.
destroyed.
It's
Yeah,
the levels. It's like, you want to sit there and question them, like, how did you get so good?
right?
So
Yeah.
yeah, that's what I mean. So it's yeah, that's what I mean. I'd love to play against them just one time, like someone like Boras or Tex, and they all get put into different brackets. So there is a possibility if you win a few games, you could get matched against them. Or
Uh-huh.
that could even be your first game. It's there's no. I don't think it goes in any ranks. As soon as you're qualified for the tournament, you could play anyone. So
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
yeah, it would be good to match up against them one day
Right.
in the
Yeah.
future.
Yeah. Well, good luck with that, and hope you maybe you could squeeze in there. Who knows?
Yeah, but I know. Could you imagine? Like, because I think it gets streamed on Twitch as well. So like, some of the games, it'd be
Right.
nice. Mullarkz beat Tex. That'd be sick.
Yeah, that'd be crazy, right? That would
Yeah,
make
that's
the
what I mean.
news. You might blow up if that happens.
Oh, could you imagine?
Yeah. So I noticed on the YouTube you do a lot of player reviews. Now, out of all the players that you had, who are the top guys that you enjoyed playing with?
Oh, that's a good one. Oh, that's a good question. The one that actually really surprised me really was the Casemiro rule breaker SBC. Now he's only got
Okay.
like I think it's like 69 or 70 pace,
Mm-hmm.
but literally as soon as you put a shadow on that guy, he's insane. He's actually so good to use. Like
Yeah.
I don't know how he's so. I think he's only about 60k on the market. I enjoyed using him. One recently I done. Ben Rama's really good. Like he's got 94 agility and he just moves so smooth in game.
Mm-hmm.
Um, One thing I didn't know about the team in the group stage promo is they can get a one-time inform boost, which I
Mm-hmm.
didn't know because a lot of people on there were asking me, they're like, can these cards get boosted? And I was like, at first I was going, no, they can't get boosted. But if you actually go onto the news menu, it says on there that player items will receive a one-time permanent boost, but it's like through themed content.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if it's to do with like the next group stage matches that I don't know. Say if the team progresses, they'll just get that one-time boost. But yeah, I've used it's mainly promos I do really. I'd like to do more icons, but the icons are just so expensive and so hard to get hold of that yeah, you need like the Castro bank balance to get hold of some of these icons.
Right.
But yeah, I'd love to do like player reviews on like R9 and things like that. Obviously, I did this year. I was lucky enough. I packed CR7 in like the second week,
Mm-hmm.
so maybe I could
Damn.
have done a player
Okay.
review on him. But he's obviously me being a Man United fan myself. It was crazy that I packed him
Uh-huh.
what was it for a Prime Gold Players pack.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Okay.
It was just crazy. It went, like you goes Portuguese, and then as soon as it went striker, I knew there was no one else.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
But
Crazy pool, man.
yeah, that's yeah. I'd probably say yeah. Ben Rama and Casemiro have probably been my favourite ones so far
Interesting.
out of who I've
Okay.
done.
Okay. Like, so that's another thing I want to mention is because when you're gonna do player reviews, you want to do the meta ones, right? You want to do the ones that everybody's trying to
Yeah,
get, and it gets kind of tough, right? If you don't have enough coins.
yeah, of course. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
It's for me. I don't always pick the best players because
Okay.
you got people like Nick run the foot market and the Pentfez. They always do videos. There's a guy called Inception, I think his name is. He's
Right.
really
Mm-hmm.
good. Like
Yeah.
he's
Mm-hmm.
quite big in player reviews. I don't know if you've
Right.
heard of him. He's really good.
I have. Yeah.
So I normally I normally pick out cards. I try not to use goalkeepers too much because I find goalkeepers are hard to sort of do a player review on because
Right.
especially this year, like you just never know what you're gonna get,
I don't even
especially
know
with all
if
the
I see.
updates.
Do people do goalkeeper reviews? I don't really
Yeah,
see much of those.
honestly, yeah, they do it. I mean,
Okay.
yes, it's a bit hard, especially if you use the analog stick to move your goalkeeper. You can't say whether that goalkeeper's good or not.
Right.
So I mean, I've done one player review on Bravo. I think it was last FIFA.
Uh-huh.
I was just like, how can I say this goalkeeper's good or not when, like this year, if you're in that position and you green time finesse it, it goes in. It's not going to
Yeah.
make a difference.
Uh-huh.
I thought my favorite ones to do are obviously like wingers. like a central attacking midfielders are good, or even like fullbacks. I think fullbacks are quite fun to do sometimes because that's the thing as well. It depends who you play against as well. Like obviously I try to play like 2 or 3 games with the card.
Mm-hmm.
So them 2, 3 games that I play, I could play against people that are probably like just say like not at my level sort of thing. Not like I'm amazing, but just say that I'm better than these and I'm superior. So I could go and use just like I'm doing a review on a left back and not really have to defend at all. So then it becomes sort of hard. But like where it's a centre mid, like you're always going to be in the game with a centre mid. If it's a winger, you're always going to be using the winger because you're always going to be trying to attack.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're different. Like I said, I quite enjoy doing them. There's like other bits of content I want to start doing and stuff. It's just finding different ideas. It's trying to be unique, like different to other people.
Yeah.
There's a I watch. Funny enough, Nick Run the Foot Market does it, and he calls it the Rat to Glory.
Right.
And he literally just uses all the players that people hate. So he has like Ben Yedder, Renato Sanchez, Atau. Who else has he got? I think it's like Marquinhos, Eder Militao, Furlong Mendy.
Right.
He just uses all the players that people hate, and he does like about 20 episodes on it, or he'll do like 20 weeks of it or something, just playing foot champs. So it's just trying to find something different to everyone else.
Yeah, right. This time around,
it's the thing.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Yeah, it's just trying to find something unique, isn't it, compared to everyone else?
That's true.
Being different.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, this time around, Nick started doing the Rat to Glory pretty early. He has like a Christmas edition.
I know. Yeah. He's great to watch. Like, it's because he rages as well. I don't know. For me, I love watching people rage. Like he doesn't care. Do you know what I mean? I've watched him on stream and he's just sitting there saying, "Yeah, your game's crap and I hate your game." And then the next day he's back streaming FIFA. I love it.
Right. Do you rage at all in your streams?
Not too often, to be fair. Like, I don't tend to play foot champs on stream too much, really. I do sometimes. It depends, really. But most of the time, I play rivals. I've got a few friends that are verified, so yeah, when we play co-op, I try to play that just to show like different. Like one of my friends that I play with, he actually played in the pro tournament on the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
He literally went out in the first round. He come up against the pro, sadly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So he didn't even manage to win a game. But yes, it's like I said, I try to play with like different players, really like co-op. Pro clubs is the thing that seems to get me viewers. Just because I think it's something different, really. I don't really know too many Twitch streamers that seem to do a lot of like pro clubs. Yeah. And like I said, anyone can come and play, anyone can come and join. It's about like having fun and me like interacting with my viewers. So yeah, we all go in game chat together. We all have a laugh. We all change positions and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, there is games where people have got to play centre back or right back.
Yeah.
The other day I had to put someone in goal because we had so many players. So. Yeah, that's I'd probably say pro clubs and rivals is what I tend to do on stream a lot, or maybe the objective cards because they seem to be fun to do, especially when people are doing golden goal. It makes it a lot easier for you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. So going back to Ultimate Team with your player reviews, are you always changing up your squad because you just want to try as many players as you like?
Yeah. So when I do a player review, most of the time it depends on the card. If they're like sort of like an all-rounded card, so like the Casemiro card, all his stats were above 80 apart from his pace. Mm-hmm. So I knew straight away it had to be like a hunter or a shadow on him. Looking at the card, you can tell anyway. Like I always say, you can tell what sort of type of player the card is by looking at the stats. So straight away, I was like, right, I knew I needed like a shadow on him to give that a good boost because obviously I know pace isn't everything on the game, but you still need your players to be at least 75, 80 at least.
Right.
So yeah, so for that card, I knew it needed to be about 80 plus. But yeah, most of the time I sort of, with the chem styles and stuff like that, to be fair, I leave them on a basic because then I think you can find out the strengths and weaknesses of the card if you leave them on a basic. Whereas if I already put a hunter on the card, I'm going to be like, well, yeah, the passing and shooting is already good on the card. So, I've got quite a lot of objectives cards. So that's how I managed to get, when I do player reviews, that's how I managed to get him in the team.
Mm-hmm.
So that's to get them on 10 chem as well. Because you'll get someone that will say, well, you're missing out on boosts, which is right. If they're not on 10 chem, you're not really going to get the full boosts and stuff like that on the card. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's like I said, I'm quite lucky. I always got the objective cards. I packed luck for once this year. Has actually been really good. So I've managed to pack a lot of decent fodder, as they say.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's how I get the cards in.
Yeah. So who do you currently have on your squad right now?
Who is my squad? I literally haven't really changed my squad. Oh, sorry,
Okay.
2 seconds. Let me just shut my door. Oh, that's it. I've actually got Ultimate Team loaded up now. Let's have a look.
Yeah, there are a couple purchases I made yesterday, big ones. I bought a Betty Pele to
Oh
go
wow,
with.
lucky.
Yeah, I bought him just to try him out to kind of pair him up with Neymar.
Yeah,
And for the right wing, interesting enough, I just went with Hakimi because that's a cheaper option. Obviously, I'll go with Messi if I had enough gold, but
yeah,
I made Hakimi a right wing back and put him there for the links. And then I got like Pereiro, SBC, Conte flashback. Who else I got? Bruno
nice.
Fernandez, regular gold. Informed Cancelo, left back. Christensen, the team of the group stage. Varane,
Nice.
Lloris, and right back is Jesus Navas. Road to the knockout.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
hopefully Seville go through.
Uh huh.
So yeah, my team, I've not really changed it. Most of my players are first owners. The only cards I've actually bought is Donnarumma, Lodi, and who else I bought? Bruno Fernandez. The rest of them have either been SBCs or I've packed them. So
Okay.
got Donnarumma in goal. I packed João Cancelo gold cards. I still think he's really good on the game, so I've got
Mhm.
no need to change him. I done 2 base icons, and one of them was Carlos Alberto, luckily, so he went
Okay.
straight in the team.
Nice.
Rule breaker Dante. As soon as he come out, I was like, I definitely need to get him in. So yeah, he's in the team.
Mhm.
Renan Lodi left back card. I'm glad Atletico won last night because he's now about to go up to an 86.
Nice.
And I
Okay.
think I bought him for about 160k. He's now at 220. So if I wanted to sell him, I'd have made profit on the card.
Right.
I've been very, very, very lucky with player picks this year. Like I said, I don't know why EA are giving me so much luck. I got red pick Vinny, 85,
Oof. Wow.
and I packed gold card Kante at the start, and then I got red pick Kante as well. So
Oh
my
wow.
that's another reason why I've done the icon packs. I was like, well, I've got a 90 rated to put in an SBC now.
Uh huh. Yeah.
Um,
Wow.
Then I've got signature signing Gelson Martin's right wing. He's really good, pacey, 5-star skills, which I love. I have Bruno De Bruyne just in front of Kante, and then I've got the main man Ronaldo up front. He's never leaving. He's never leaving.
Right. Right.
I mean, to be
Dude,
fair,
that's.
got
Oh, I'm just
yeah,
gonna say that's a great team you got there.
yeah. I know. Like I said, I've been lucky. Like I said, I've packed Cancelo, Kante, De Bruyne, Ronaldo, Vinny, and Kante. Yeah, so I'm very lucky to get like really good player picks that can sort of last a while. Really, I haven't really
Mhm.
got to worry about changing my team too much, which is very fortunate.
Mhm. Yeah, I'd hate to match up with that team. Jeez. My
Yeah,
goodness.
so I'm
Yeah.
very lucky.
How
I'm
many?
hoping for a
Uh huh.
Cancelo Player of the Month as well. That'd top it off because I think
Yeah.
he'd be 90 rated, wouldn't he? Because he got the 89 team in the group stage.
Right.
So as
Mhm.
long as he's right back, yeah, that would top off my squad.
Mhm. Isn't that card a left back?
Yeah, the team in the group stage is a left back,
Yeah.
but hopefully his player of the month, if he gets it, would be a
Uh huh.
right back.
Oh, okay. The
Um,
player. Okay.
so Trent would be good. He just lacks pace, which you sort of do need. Well, saying that Cancelo's only got 85 pace, but I don't really notice it. It's really weird.
Mhm.
Some players are just seem quicker than others.
Mm.
But
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of the gold cards are not expensive this year. I think Messi's at 400k if I'm right.
Yeah, he's around there, like 400K.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ronaldo's about 600, I think.
Mhm.
So it's just a strange year for FIFA this year. The fact that I think the only gold card that's really worth something is Mbappe, isn't it? I think he's still about a million.
Yeah, he's
Um,
still really
he,
expensive. Like
but he,
CR7, I guess people aren't using him as much in this FIFA, so his value has kind of dropped at this point.
yeah,
Yeah,
massively,
yeah,
massively.
yeah. But man, that's crazy. Well, how many coins do you have right now?
I'm sitting on 1.1 mil.
Is there anybody you want to buy, or are you looking to trade, make some investments?
Um, so what I do is every year I make sure I get myself a good enough team to hit a good level every week. So in previous FIFAs, I'd make sure I had a good enough team to hit gold one every week. Obviously, this year I've got a good enough team to hit rank two every week. Um, it just depends on how I feel really if I want to go for rank one or not, or if I want to sweat it out. If there's one thing I do every year, and it's what I say to people they should do because it's exciting. Some people can't do it, but I always love saving my packs for team of the year. I always find it's a nice grind.
Yes. Yeah.
I've currently got 180 packs saved for team of the year. So this is since November, last week in October. I've managed to save just my rival awards, um, foot champs. Obviously, with foot champs as well, you got to think if you finish rank two, you get your 60k and you get your team of the week pack.
Yeah.
So I've managed to pack a few good players out of the team of the week packs. That's how I'm building my money, even if I'm getting 60, 70k.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, just try and save as many packs as I can. Obviously, you've got marquee matchups. You've got the objective packs as well. So literally, I save everything. And then yeah, come January or whenever it comes out, I'll just sit there on stream, just opening packs until
Right.
and hopefully we get a couple of team of the years. It's worked for me every year since I've done it, so I'm
Really?
hoping it
Okay.
continues this year.
Nice.
But
Dude, that's a lot of packs already. Like, what did
that's
you
what I
say?
mean.
180?
180, yeah. So we
Oh
still
my
probably, I
gosh.
think team of the year is normally like the second week in January. So we're probably looking at 4 more weeks. So, and the thing is as well, like once you clear your club out, obviously with all the packs you're opening, you can just keep doing league SBCs and just hope for the best, really. First year I done it, I got team of the year De Bruyne and Kante. And then last year was probably the disappointing year. I only managed to get Neuer. But then again, I did manage to pack a load of good players. So it's good to be fair.
Now, do you use FIFA points? Have you used FIFA points on this game?
No, I don't use FIFA points. No, I used to use FIFA points. I'm not gonna lie, I used to, but I just think the game becomes easier and easier to get a good team. And I think this year you'd be stupid to use FIFA points because of how easy it is to get a good team. You think of like Bruno, I think it's about 40k. De Bruyne's about 60 or 70k. So you've got two very good midfielders there. Obviously, we had flashback Kante as well, which was an SBC. So yeah, I think this year, even if you used to do like an RTG and stuff like that, yeah, yeah. In the past, I'll be honest, yeah, I did use FIFA points, but I don't know. The game just becomes, I think, a little bit less appealing every year,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and that's the thing. You know, it is a bit of a pay to win game, isn't it? That's the thing.
Yeah, it really is. And
It's so
yeah. The thing is though, so even last year, did you pay for any FIFA points or was it a RTG?
yes. No, so last year, to be fair, I normally would put like 12,000 on at the start, just so you can do all the SBCs,
Mm-hmm.
just so you can sort of like bulk your club up a little bit.
Yeah.
That's to be fair, that's what I always normally used to do. This because of how last year went with FIFA. Like I really enjoyed FIFA 21 for the first 6 or 7 weeks until they brought out the first update, and then
Mm-hmm.
obviously with the fullback meta and things like that, I just was not a fan of it after that. So I was like, well, let's see how this one is before I put any points on. Let's wait to the first patch, and then as you know, the first patch has sort of killed the game a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's probably why I haven't. I'm in a position where I'm lucky enough that I can put money on the game if I really wanted to.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, it's not the fact that I'm against it or whatever. If people want to spend their money on it, that's up to them. Everyone
Right.
goes to work. What you spend your money on is what you spend your money on. But for me, I didn't really think it's needed, and the fact that I packed Ronaldo in the second week sort of definitely made me think I really don't need to this year.
Yeah, with your squad and the 1 million coins and all those packs, it seems like you don't really need to spend money. You have a pretty good team as it is.
Yeah, that's what I mean. And like I said, I've got 180 packs sitting there. I don't know why. EA are just being so nice to me this year. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so I can have a year off of FIFA points since they're being nice. So I appreciate it, EA.
Yeah. How do you have so many packs at this point, man, saved up?
Because I just grind. So I grind like a few games of squad battles every week. So that gets you like 2 premium gold packs in the gold pack. So
Okay.
that's 3
Uh-huh.
packs. You've
Yeah.
got marquee matchups, which is 5. You've got UEFA marquee matchups. When it was the Black Friday, and they were
Uh-huh.
doing packs every hour, I was sitting there making sure I was doing all of them. So yeah, like I said, I don't miss any packs. Obviously, you got objective packs as well, which is another big thing. Um, I keep obviously like for the 100 rival wins and just things like that. Really. Um, Obviously, when you're doing the objective cards as well, you'll get like just a gold pack. So literally every pack really. 75 rated players. When you're trying to get a team of the year, it's mainly just quantity over quality because you can pack them from anything.
Mm.
You know, I managed to
Yeah.
pack De Bruyne from a mega pack. That was how I got team
Yeah.
of the year De Bruyne in FIFA 20. And I think Neuer last year was from a premium gold players pack.
Yeah.
So it's literally just about having as many packs as you can. And then once you've done it as well, because your club's going to be stacked full of players, you've got the opportunity to then go and do all the league SBCs and just constantly keep doing them. This year, I feel like is a lot better advantage because the league SBCs are a lot easier. You haven't got to worry about getting specific players from specific teams.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you just literally just need like 11 Premier League players, and one of them you just need 11 silvers.
Mm-hmm.
So this year is a lot easier. So yeah, that's how I managed to save them up. Just keeping literally every single pack, make sure I do every pack. And even if I need to invest coins into doing the packs, you know, you can literally pack them from anything. So
Yeah. So then you would
yeah,
have to spend like a little bit of coins to do like the SBCs and the marquee matchups for the packs, right?
yeah. Normally, like, so my club's drying out a little bit now. So sometimes I need to buy like the odd player here and there.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's just about just using your brain a little bit as well. So when you are doing marquee matchups, not if you can chuck in, if you put a few golds in there and it's like a 70 rated squad, for example, then I might go and chuck like a couple of bronzes in that you know you're never going to use.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just about using your club really. I try not to use the top 5 leagues as much as I can, unless I really
Yeah.
need to. So if I can use like the Portuguese league and the Greek league and stuff like that, then I try and use them cards as much as possible.
Right.
So it's just about saving your main cards really.
Right. Yeah, if you're saving packs, you know, and you're not packing those packs, it's like you won't have any cards to like put in fodder. So, like you're saying, your
Yeah,
club goes dry. Like that's
yeah,
happening to me
that's
because I'm saving my packs too.
yeah. It's a
Yeah.
good grind, isn't
Yeah, and I'm like, I don't really want to spend coins to do SBCs and
it?
to do like marquee matchups and all that. Like, it takes time, and like for me, I don't want to
Yeah,
spend time and money doing those, even though you do get more packs. But for me personally, I just
yeah.
rather do
That's the
other
thing.
things. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like you're sitting there and you're like you got to spend like 1,000 coins on a player and you're like I really don't want to do this,
Right,
but
exactly.
yeah, yeah, I know exactly how you feel, bro.
Yeah, but that's probably why I don't have as much packs as you, because I only have like 40 something. But you're doing
Oh
like
right,
all the SBCs, you're doing squad battles and all that, so it makes sense
yeah.
that you have
With
more.
with, with squad battles, like I don't think there's a glitch this year, but in other years there used to be glitches. So I used to just literally would play like 10 squad battle games a week, go 1 or 2 nil up, and then just do the glitch. Um, I mean, I don't really know a glitch, but I'll normally go like just say like 7 or 8 nil up, and then just play the second half and then come back like 10 minutes later. I mean, they
Right.
don't normally tend to score that many goals anyway. Um, but yeah, I still managed to win. They don't normally tend to score no more than about 4 or 5 goals. So for anyone out there listening, that's probably the little glitch for this year. I mean, I play it on professional, so it gets you enough points.
What I did notice too with squad battles, and I was telling a couple people, is that the AI seems to be a lot harder. So when you're like grinding for these objectives, like
Hmm.
um, it's harder to like get up like 5-0 and just let the computer run. You just leave it alone, right?
Yeah,
And let the game run
yeah,
out. But it's harder to do that now. It's like I did the Hoffa objective, and I kind of had to play the games. Like I can't like go away from the controller and just let it run, you know?
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know if
That's
you noticed that.
yeah, yeah. I won one game. I think I went 4 0 up at half time, and I thought I'll be good. It's only a bronze team. I think I come back like just to have a little look. I like switched it over to like watching Sky, I was like, oh, and then I went back. It's like 85th minute, and it was like 4-3, and I was like, oh no, I better quickly go and score another. So yeah, I think EA have clocked on to everyone doing these glitches and stuff, and
Yeah.
they're like, we need to make the AIs even like when there's like it sounds stupid when there's like outfield players on goal, and like on some of the objectives you need to score from outside the box. Like they just don't seem to be going in some of the shots that I'm
Right?
having. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
Exactly. Yeah.
you're an outfield player. How are you saving this?
Yeah, dude, and that's part of the frustration with this game. Cause I used to like, just doing these objectives, but like doing it very leisurely, where I don't have to put
Yeah,
so much time and effort into it. But now, like, you kind of have to like play every game. And I'm just like,
yeah,
and that's why I haven't done like much of the objectives, cause I'm like, dude, I don't want to like grind for those.
yeah. I mean, I wish they'd make squad battles 4 minutes a half. I think that'd make it more bearable. The fact
Okay,
that it's like
yeah.
6 minutes a half, I think it's like, oh, no one wants to play against the computer.
Yeah, if that would be better, I'd like that.
Yeah,
If you're gonna actually make us play the whole thing, cut the time,
yeah, like eight
with a
minutes a game
match.
doesn't sound too bad.
Yeah, or maybe like six, like three per half. That might be
Yeah,
better.
that would be great. Yeah, honestly,
Yeah,
like I'd happily do that.
yeah, but that's the reason why I'm not really grinding. The only time I'll probably grind is when they release the swaps. Like I'll do it for icon
Yeah,
swaps.
yeah, same, a hundred
Yeah.
percent. Because for me, well, it depends what they bring out. I think icon swaps are
Right.
coming on Monday or next Monday.
Mhm.
So I've always went because I say for team of the year. I've always went for like the 82-25 pack and things like that. But
Yeah.
I always try and get as many icon swaps as I can because there's normally always like I don't know like a base icon you can get for like 10. So
Mhm.
I try and get as many as I can really because you never know you're going to get the base icon. I mean,
Yeah.
you haven't had to buy any coins, you haven't had to buy any players. So for the
Mhm.
fact of playing a few squad battle games and doing a few online objectives, you might as well go for it. Um, so yeah, I'll try and go for all of them to be fair.
Yeah, for
But yeah,
sure.
the squad battle ones are dreary. But saying that squad battles last year, I remember it was like you had to win like I don't know 6 games, and then you had to score from outside the box in like 10. I was like, oh, it's just really killing icon swaps.
Yeah, right? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, because
This
I remember the first year it come out, it was really good. You know, like it was just you had to just have 8 first owned players and win 6 games, score 10 goals, like 5 assists or something like that. So
Mhm.
everyone was loving it because you could do it within a matter of a few hours.
Right.
Um, and it felt like a nice grind to be fair. But then, yeah, I remember last year you had to score. It was the one where you had to score from outside the box. It was so frustrating, and people knew what you was
Oh my
doing, so they just
gosh.
foul you when
Yeah.
you get within 25 yards of the box, and you're like, you just want to headbutt your controller at some points.
Right? Oh my gosh. Yeah, that the outside the box ones are the worst. They're the absolute worst,
Yeah,
man.
or the crosses because they're not as good as they used to be. So, and then you need to go and try and find a striker that's like good in the air or like quite tall, and then you're like, oh no, like it's just a pain.
Yeah, and then like if you come across an opponent like they know you're gonna do outside the box, all they have to
Yeah.
do is just get in the way.
Yeah, they just foul you. Like they know what you're gonna
Yeah.
do. Especially like the FIFA community, like it's not the greatest. So like, as soon as they
Yeah,
think
man.
that like as soon as they think you're trying to do an objective, they're like, nope.
Yeah, and I'd be the type like I'm willing to give people like the objectives if there's like some of the things that I finish. Like I'm willing to
Yeah,
give
same.
games and like but some people are just like they're just ratty and they just like do
Oh
not
mate,
want
yeah. The
to
amount of
be
times you've
giving,
probably
yeah.
had it as well. Like where someone will message you and say, "Oh, like could I score a header or get 2 assists with my defender?" And I'll let you have the win or whatever. See, for me, I'm like, yeah, cool. Like, of course, I don't
Yeah.
mind that.
Mhm.
And then like I played against this guy one time. I'm pretty sure everyone's probably had this. And I was like, okay, let me score the first few goals then. He's like, yeah, cool. So I scored 3. And I was like, go on, just do whatever you need to do, bro. Like, it's cool. He got his 2 assists. He messaged me, thank you. And then I was like, should we just hold it out? And he's like, yeah, cool. So I'm just like sitting on my phone holding L2. All of a sudden, I'm just hearing a commentator say, oh, we've got the press on here. And he's like tried to sly it and tried to start scoring goals. And I'm like,
Uh-huh.
I messaged him at half time. I was like, bro, what are we doing? He was just like, we might as well just play serious. I was just like, no, like you just said I can have the win. I managed to end up beating this guy 4-2 or whatever. And I was
Mm-hmm.
just like, you really like messaged me for objectives. Like, out of the goodness of my heart, I gave you these objectives, let you do them. Like, I would let anyone do them. It doesn't matter to me. It's a game.
Mm-hmm.
And then you should like try to betray me sort of thing. It's just like, for
Yeah.
what reason? It's a game of FIFA. Like, I'm pretty sure everyone's got a story like that, but it's like, why?
Yeah, there's just people
Why?
like that out there, right? Yeah, it's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's silly. But, yeah, I don't understand it.
Well, when it comes to friendlies and you're doing those, are you playing people with the same skill level, like in your division? Do you know about that?
That's a good question. I don't actually know how that works. I've done a few of is it the league objectives? You know, like that. Is it Roger Miller and the
Mm-hmm.
Reece Oxford? No, Lewis Miller. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've done a few of them. I mean, we sort of the players that I'm playing against, we seem on the same level, but I mean, you just never know. That's actually a good question. Yeah, I'd love to know if that's actually true or not. If you play the same people in your division, because as silly as it sounds, I couldn't imagine EA making friendlies skill based, if that makes sense,
Mm-hmm.
as well as like rivals and foot champs. And I mean, I could be really wrong. They might do that, but yeah, it's an interesting question. I'd love to know if that's true or not. If you play someone from your division in friendlies,
Yeah, that's what I heard. I heard that for like last FIFA, and it did seem that way when you're playing against opponents and friendlies.
yeah,
But this time around, I haven't done any of the objectives for friendlies, so I actually wouldn't know. That's why I
yeah, I've not really
asked.
done
Yeah.
too many. Yeah, I
Uh-huh.
mean, I'm going to do Victor Osimhen probably tomorrow, so I can let you
Okay.
know then.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks quite a nice card. He's 86 rated. To be fair, yeah, it depends. If they're high rated, um, the objectives, and I normally do them. If not, then yeah, I tend to just leave them.
Yeah, for
But yeah,
sure.
this year I sort of need players for icon swaps. So I mean, I'm definitely going to do Osimhen, and yeah, do you know what? A lot of people like, probably including myself as well. We complain that there isn't stuff to do on FIFA, but to be fair, there's a lot of objective players out there to do. So you know, there's quite a few objectives to grind and stuff like that. So yeah, I need to get my head down and do a few of them. To be fair,
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, maybe I should do those too. But then again, I just usually just grind on rivals. I just play that.
rivals, yeah,
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 I don't know why this year I just don't grind as much on like some of the objective cards.
yeah.
But
Are
then you
you
did.
in
Go ahead.
elite? Are you in the elite division? Sorry.
No, I just hit Div 2 yesterday.
Oh, nice,
Yeah, I'm
nice.
a Div
It's
2
fun until you
player.
get to elite division.
I mean, even here, I mean, for me, it's Div 2 is still like pretty sweaty. Because there's like people at my skill level, so it's
Yeah, yeah,
gonna
of
be
course.
competitive. Yeah. I'm gonna try to hit Div 1 or maybe hit Elite. So, we'll see. But
Yeah,
it might be
it's
super tough.
yeah. I don't know. It's you see, like like foot champs. Like it always used to be the real grind, didn't it? Like like I didn't mind playing. I like the fact that it's 20 games. Don't get me wrong, but like you didn't mind when you had like a proper sweaty game of foot champs because it was like the big rewards. But like I don't know, I just can't get my head around rivals. Like rivals, I always see as like not a chilled game mode, but like a level or two below champs. So now that the fact that that's the competitive game mode this year, and like people are playing really sweaty, like playing it around the back four and just taking ages to build up the play to get into your half. I just get bored of playing rivals at the minute.
Hmm.
I
Yeah,
tend to play a lot of co-op with my friends. That's how I play my rivals every week. My 7 wins, I play
gotcha.
co-op because I feel a
Gotcha.
lot of people. I know a lot of people that are playing co-op don't take it as serious.
Hmm.
Like obviously everyone wants to win. We'd be lying if we said we didn't want to win. But I don't know. Like when I play single player like rivals and it's keeping the ball around the back four, I get to half time. I'm like, oh, I've really got to sweat this, haven't I?
Yeah, yeah, for sure. What kind of motivates me in Rivals is just trying to reach that next checkpoint. You're an elite,
Yeah,
so it's more the SR, but when you're in the lower divisions, it's like, oh, I just want to hit that check mark because like you're
yeah,
progressing somewhere. So
yeah. Of
like
course.
I'd be the type like even yesterday I played more than I wanted to, and it's because I'm like one like win away from that check mark. But
Yeah,
then it would take like a couple games to get there because I would like draw or lose and go back, I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
I gotta get back there, and you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I was the same as you. Like when I wasn't in the elite division, that's what I was like. I was like, all right. I do like what they've done with rivals. I like the fact that you can't just relegate yourself. I don't know. I just feel like they just need to. The elite division is good, and I think rivals has been a big improvement this year.
Hmm.
I just think there needs to be something else. I don't know, like because when you get to elite division, what is next? You know, there's nothing else once you get your 7 wins. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's
Right.
no reason to play once you get your 7 wins.
Yeah. Unless
So,
you're competitive and you wanna, play qualifiers.
oh yeah, of course, yeah, you
Yeah.
want to try getting qualifiers or,
Yeah.
but like even like it's weird. There's like a top 250, but you don't get no better rewards. It's basically just like a bragging rights, really. Like you can make the top
Hmm.
250 for that
Hmm.
week,
Yeah.
but you don't get nothing for it. You
Uh-huh.
just your name's there. I
Yeah.
never understood why they took the rewards out. You know, like on Foot Champs, there's no top 200 this year, which is strange.
Right. Hmm.
But
So,
yeah, with
yeah, in terms of like trying to get to the qualifiers, like when would you get like an invitation if you're
yes,
at that top and then you get invited
yeah,
to the next one?
yeah. So as soon as if you, just say for example, I was to make the top 250 of rivals this week, I'd be like sort of guaranteed to enter the next tournament.
Ah, okay.
If not, you need to get to like 220, well, yeah, 250 skill rating, and you get automatic as well. But yeah, it's a lot of grind. It's a big grind, and it's very like when you're playing in the elite division and you get up to like 2,000. I've not got to that level yet. I've got a friend who's got to that level. It's like playing like last year, playing the last 10 games of Foot Champs. Like every game is like that.
Yeah. Hmm.
So it's
Yeah,
very
for
very
sure.
sweaty and competitive.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah, definitely.
So it depends how much you love the grind and the competitiveness.
Yeah, definitely, for sure. So I want to also talk about pro clubs. I know you talk about playing pro clubs on stream and how fun it
Yeah,
is, and all the viewers come in. I definitely get that as well. I try to play like once or twice a week, and usually it's
yeah.
when like you get enough people and people just want to play pro clubs. But it's a lot of fun. But how has pro clubs been for you this year?
Um, I mean, I always see a lot of people moan about pro clubs like they should do more with it. To be honest with you, I don't know what else you can do with pro clubs. Do you know what I mean?
Hmm.
I feel like there's not really too much you can do with it. I enjoy it. I think it's fun. It's something to play with your friends. It takes that competitiveness. You know, Ultimate Team. You know, it's about winning, about as getting the higher ranks you can to get the better rewards. So sometimes when you do play pro clubs, it's like you just have a laugh with your friends and you can muck about. And as you know, FIFA always something stupid will happen, like the goalkeeper missing the ball and it going in the back of the net. So yeah, like playing pro clubs, I think that's why people come and play a lot as well, because it's fun. Like I said, I go in game chat with the viewers and things like that as well, so we interact with everyone. We'll have a laugh. You know,
Right.
obviously the chat, like people that are not playing and just watching are just like they're in the chat and they're like, "What a goal" and stuff like that. Yeah, I don't know. I just think it's quite a nice thing to do, and it's just takes away that seriousness of FIFA all the time. You know, like I said, FIFA's mostly. I mean, what I think it's like 75% of people that play FIFA play Ultimate Team. So for me to do something a little bit different, I mean, like I still play Ultimate Team on stream, but I do like to play a good, say, 4 or 5 games of pro clubs with friends and viewers and things like that. So yeah, I enjoy it. We all play different positions to mix it up, because otherwise, yeah, it'd get boring.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, like I said, that's the main reason really, just to take that bit of seriousness out of the game. It don't
Right.
matter what ability level you're like at the game, just come and play, come and have a laugh, come have fun.
Yeah, I agree with you. It's nice to kind of just relax and just play like FIFA for fun. And you get to
Yeah,
hang out with your buddies, with all your viewers, all the people that support you. Just have a good chat, have a good time, and you don't need to get too mad. Like you could laugh off whatever ridiculousness you see on the pitch, you know?
exactly. Yeah, exactly. Whereas like if you're in a game of Foot Champs and your player makes a terrible pass, and then you're all of a sudden you're getting counter attacks, you're sitting there and you're fuming and you're like,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? Whereas like if someone makes a bad pass with us, we're like, oh, good pass, mate. Like now we're getting
Mm-hmm.
counter attacked, so it's all like we all have banter. Obviously, I think we're in Div 5 at the minute, so obviously we all want to get into
Okay.
Div 1 and win it. But
Okay.
yeah, like I said, there's no seriousness, is there? It's a laugh, and
Yeah.
it's nice. It's nice to play. I enjoy it, to be fair.
Right. And then every once in a while, I'm sure you get this too. It's like you get a new guy in the chat and he sees you guys playing pro clubs. He's like, "Oh, can I join? Can I play with you
Yeah,
guys?" You know what I mean?
yeah,
So
yeah.
you
Like I
could,
said,
uh-huh.
straight away. I'm always like, if someone comes in and stuff like that, I'm like, yeah, look, just add me on. Obviously, I need to add me on PlayStation.
Yeah.
I tend to play on the PS4 server because a lot of people that play PS5 still play on the PS4 server, and a lot of people still have PS4 because obviously the PS5s are hard to get hold of.
Yeah.
So yes, like I said, if someone comes in the chat and they're like, I want to join, I'm like, bro, get in the team.
Uh-huh. Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
So
pro clubs is always a good time. We should play sometime. Maybe I'll hop on your stream and just like have a couple games with
yeah,
your
bro,
squad. Yeah.
definitely. What position do you play?
I usually play so I have a right back build, but I usually play him at CDM. But I could
Oh, you play
play
like CDM.
fullback. Yeah, I could play right back or CDM, but usually I play CDM. That's my
Yeah,
position. Yeah.
yeah, that's cool. Yeah, like you know what? It's really weird. Like in my team, like the last few days, I've had someone join and he's like, I'll play left back. I've had another guy join. He's like, I'll play right back. And then another guy joined the other day and he's like, I play centre back. And I was like, wow, like normally people join, they're like, I want to play up front or I play in the cam or I play right wing or
Right,
left wing.
right.
And it's actually like, it's cool that people are coming in. They're like, oh yeah, I play like defence. I'm like, oh, wicked. Like we need defenders. Like,
Right.
because
Yeah.
no one wants to play in defence, do they? Like on pro clubs normally.
Yeah.
Like normally I'm straight up front.
Yeah,
but
usually I like playing that position. I like playing that. It's fun. Like at CDM or CM, like you're still more involved and you could play defense as well as offense and kind of contribute with like maybe the forward runs. And I
yeah,
know that like a lot of people like playing cam and striker, so it's like I
yeah.
don't mind playing a little bit back and be more defensive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, it's good. Yeah, like I said, for them, shout out to them people that want to play defense.
What about you? What do you play?
I normally play up front because
Okay.
it's my team, but
Right. Exactly. Yeah. It's your team,
but
man. You get first dibs.
no, it
Yeah.
depends really. I've got I play any sometimes, or I've got two friends that play any. So it just sort of
Uh-huh.
depends really. If I'm playing as any, I won't put my man up front because you want like your forward players to be just the one player. So it would just depend really. Same with my friends. If they're playing any, they'll put the guy as centre back. So then we've got someone that's good at centre back as well.
Hmm.
So it just depends really. But yeah, 90% of the time I do play up front and no one questions it. So
Hmm. Yeah, for
I think
sure.
if someone was to like, oh, you're not scoring, move, then I think I'd have to. But I'm not
Yeah.
doing too bad so far.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure, man. Well, it's almost 8. I know you got a game to watch, the Man U game. So I'll let you go. Any final message for your fans out there?
Um, Thanks for everyone that supports me. Thank you for no, like I said, just thank you for like people that I speak with and stuff like that, people that give me advice. Big shout out to you as well, taking me on the podcast. First time I've done it. And I didn't even
Yes.
realize, I just realized the time, it's 5 to 8.
Yeah.
So that hour has just gone so quick.
Right? When you're in
It's
a
gone
good
so quick.
conversation, it just flies by, man.
Yeah, that's what I mean. We were talking football, FIFA.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, we've not really like, I've seen a lot of podcasts where they're just slating FIFA and stuff like that. Like we've just, to be fair, we spoke quite positively about the game and about FIFA and
Yeah.
stuff. So,
Uh-huh. Yeah.
yeah,
Um,
but yeah, thanks for having me on, man.
no, appreciate you coming on. And again, where can people find you on your social media and platforms?
So yeah, Mullarkz is so it's just Mullarkz, which is Mullarkz. And you'll find me on YouTube and Twitch. That's my name's on there. And my Twitter, which I'm mostly active, like my social media, is at Mullarkz, and it's capital T at the end. So yeah, I'm mainly on Twitter. I just share loads of silly football videos and loads of content things on FIFA. There's nothing too serious about me. I'm like I said, I'm all for like having banter and having a laugh. So yeah, that's where you'll mainly find me.
Awesome. And we'll drop the links below in the description so you guys can check them out. But again,
Lovely.
thank you
Thanks,
so
bro.
much, Mullarkz.